Today we break down and teach you the best Town Hall 13 attack for 2020, including a live Clan War League attack by myself at the end of the video. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and dive into my war attack from yesterday, break it down for you so you know how to use the hybrid, and then we will go ahead and do my live attack today because I use relatively the same army composition. It alters slightly, but that's what I'll aim to teach you in this replay before we get to the live attack. So for the hybrid, I always prefer the Queen Charge, and if I can, if there's good enough value, to get the Town Hall. Now the main reason for that is, especially in the Clan War Leagues, you've got to get the 2 stars. No question about it, the Town Hall has to go down. So the way you can do that is either a Queen Charge, the Yetis inside the Battle Blimp, or send the Hogs and Miners into that. You could have Sneaky Goblins inside the Battle Blimp, you could actually use the Stone Slammer. There's a number of ways, but you get the idea. There's 3 broad ways of doing it: Queen Charge, hybrid, or a Sui Battle Blimp style attack. But on this one, I want to use 1 Super Wall Breaker. Now normally 1 Super Wall Breaker is good enough for me. That will drive my queen to this Town Hall area. Now the army composition alters slightly based on the base design itself and setting up the funnel. That's the main way that the army composition alters. Generally I will have 15 hogs and 15 miners, and then everything else is built from there. So I'm actually going to use a baby dragon in order to funnel this left hand side, and I'm going to try and do it cheaply. Maybe a couple of loons to this archer tower and let the queen self funnel. So what that means is if I place her up to the north here, she'll take out the buildings and be standing far enough away that she'll actually be drawn in. Now in terms of base design, it's a little bit poor on the defender's part to have the builder huts here, because that actually will draw my queen into the base. If the builder huts weren't there, it might be a little bit more difficult to create the funnel. But essentially guys, I'll get my queen into this area, take this Town Hall down. Now once the queen takes this area, I'm going to have a little section out of the base here. Now this is the other main thing. The first point of call is getting your Queen Charge, getting value from that if you can, the Town Hall. The second most important thing is getting pathing for the Hogs and the Miners. So on this one, I want to swoop them in from this 230 area. Now what you need to make sure is that you keep the miners in the base. So what I want is the Hogs and the Miners, well, the Hog Riders will stay in the base, they are defense targeting, but I want them to stay through the base here, getting towards the back end of the base. So that means I need all of the trash buildings on the outside getting taken out. Otherwise, there's a chance the miners can come to the outside. So my thoughts here are that I will use my Barbarian King initially. As the Hogs and Miners come through, I can send a Battle Blimp in towards this bottom area in order to take all of this out, and that will ultimately track the miners straight through the center of the base. So I've got good value with my Queen Charge, and I've got good pathing with the miners for them to get through. So let's go ahead and break it down for you, and like I said, I will get to the live attack after this. Now if you do enjoy my Clash of Clans videos, be sure to subscribe. I always bring educational but entertaining Clash of Clans content. We do specific guides for Town Hall levels, Let's Play, just me attacking, and also war commentary. So on this one, I get a little bit fortunate, we've got to say, because Teslas pop in this area, and ultimately it means the queen is starting to get drawn to the left hand side, and I don't have a lot of backup plans. So I decide to send some Hog Riders for the archer tower. It actually goes down, but another Tesla pops, and I'm super fortunate that the skeletons distracted my queen long enough. However, it does look like she would have been directed back into the base anyways, because the Hog Riders didn't get the Tesla down before the queen did. So actually might have been a bit hasty on the hogs, but you've got to adapt if you need to, and I feel that was a well worth adaptation. Now once the Town Hall goes down, I know I don't need to worry about any backup plans. I also make a little bit of an error here in terms of my rage was a little bit late, and my freeze spell also, I was trying to protect my queen, but she was relatively safe with the rage. I could have actually froze the single. I didn't recognize that it locked onto my queen. I had my hogs and miners coming through at this point with my king on the outside, and you can only focus on one thing. I was focusing on getting my hogs and miners in. I didn't recognize the single was on my queen. However, if you have a solid plan, you can still get it to work. So the queen, let's pause very briefly. The queen did what she needed to do. She took out the town hall, she created pathing for my hogs and miners, and actually I got a little bit of a bonus that she tanked the scattershot. Scattershot will wipe the hogs and miners alongside the town hall. That is something you need to focus on. As the hogs and miners are coming through, that's when I send the battle blimp into the bottom area alongside that rage in order to take that out. Now ultimately all I have done here is set pathing for the hogs and miners to move through the base. That is the #1 priority. It's then a case of using your rage, heal, and freeze appropriately. Freeze, major splash damage, scattershot eagle, got the expo there as well. If you're using the Grand Warden's ability, try not to use it at the same time as a heal spell. You'll be lowering the value of the heal. You can combine it with a rage spell to get better value because your troops will blitz through an area if they are under the invincibility portion of the Grand Warden's ability. Now, like I said, I prefer the queen charge. If you are not using the queen charge, most of the time you should, you still got to get that pathing. You could queen charge an area of the base that does not include the town hall, but if you are doing that, make sure you've got pathing for the hogs and miners to get into that town hall area, or you're using the battle blimp with the yetis to take it out. Or, like I said, you can use the stone slammer potentially onto that area. But pathing, making sure the town hall and the scatter shots are tanked are your main focus. So let's go ahead. Let's get into the live attack now that we've taught you the hybrid strategy so we can see if we can get the 3 stars again. For the live attack, guys, let's show you the plan first. I recognize the town hall at 6 o'clock. I'm going to queen charge this. Remember, for the hybrid, you can queen charge, you can set pathing for your hogs and miners, or you can yeti blimp. I'm going to queen charge because the scatter shot is in this area as well, so I can tank the scatter shot, probably even take it down with my queen, but the yeti blimp would not be a good idea because if I were to send it into the town hall, there is in fact a sweeper up to this area which would make it really difficult. So I'm going to queen charge via the super wall breaker at 6 o'clock here. That will allow my queen in. We can set the pathing via a baby dragon and a couple of loons across to the left hand side, take that archer tower, take this entire side. My barbarian king can funnel the right hand side. Then my queen can come in at the 6 o'clock area. My king will be funneled via the queen will be funneled via the king, so they work perfectly together. The clan castle troops will be lured before the queen gets in range of the single, so that's really good. But if I do need to freeze the single, I can actually freeze the ground-based expo here as well, look, and that will give me pretty good value. Now, in terms of the king, he will walk around this entire area, but that's a lot for him to get to, and I do need him to set the pathing for the hogs and miners, so I might have to send the royal champ, a couple of wizards, maybe switch to the siege barracks for this area for my hogs and miners to come in. If I don't need the siege barracks, I'm going to use the yeti blimp method on the back end of the base, so I'll send it into the scattershot, probably more from this angle, right to take down this area. That means it helps my hogs and miners move to the north, but also this entire left hand side has been taken out. The hogs and miners don't have to deal with the scatter shots or any splash damage. If I do have to not use the yeti blimp on that 9 o'clock area, I can easily send it to the town hall. Bit of a backup plan. It does mean this 9 o'clock area then isn't wiped out, but obviously I want to use that. So I think we're missing a balloon here, guys, so let's make sure we've got that, just so we can test for black bombs. But there we go. Let's dive into it. Be sure to leave me a like to wish me good luck, and yes, let's, fingers crossed, we can get this one done. I am happy with the plan, guys. So what we will do is start off by using a baby dragon, cross to the left hand side. That will initially tank for the archer tower so that the balloons can get in. We actually get a couple of black bombs there as well, so that is really, really nice. Then down to the 6 o'clock area, we can start the queen, king across to that right hand side. Super wall breaker coming in gets the area open pretty good. So let's actually go with a wizard to help out. in order to drive the king up, because he's not getting very good value. Now, the funnel's created. My queen is going to get in here, so that's pretty good. Let's pop his ability. We've actually lured the clan castle earlier than I thought, so that's really good. Keeps my queen out of range of the single, but we are going to have to make sure we can get this right-hand side funneled. Oh, we don't have the siege barracks! Oh, what a rookie mistake. So let's go with the royal champion, I think, to this top area with a baby dragon and wizard. That should make sure we get that side cleared. Actually, it's good because all of the Tesla will go down. My queen is slowly getting through the clan castle troops. All is not lost here, guys. We've got the funnel. I think maybe an extra wizard up to the top there will be a good idea just to make sure the hogs and miners do indeed get through. Scattershot is going down, freezing the single. And let's get the hogs and miners in. Let's go for it, guys. Let's get them through. We've got that pathing created now. Freeze that single and the expo one more time. And then we're going to have to use the queen's ability. I think we'll use the rage before we get the Grand Warden's ability used. Push the hogs and miners through. So let's go for that, guys. Rage and the ability. It does mean we don't have the rage for the back end, but let's go with that blimp. I do think it's looking good, though, as long as we can get to that area. And it is perfect. We're going to get the scattershot. Hogs and miners are flying through the base here incredibly well, and there you go, my friends. Every main threat is pretty much eliminated at this point. The hogs and the miners are going to be able to get through this very, very easily. Wow, fantastic. So again, make sure you break down the base into different parts, guys. We had the blimp on one area, queen charge to another, had to adapt the funneling due to not having that siege barracks, but it actually worked out. The 3-star plan in terms of the battle blimp was a much better option. So breaking down the base, remembering the key points, town hall and scattershots being a focus, and pathing for the hogs and miners. They are your main focus points for the best Town Hall 13 attack strategy in 2020. Thank you for the support watching the video, guys. If you do want to see my previous Town Hall 13 video, I'll link it right here. But until next time, you have a good one.